Welcome back, everybody. This is Lars, and we are playing some more KSP SciTech. And yeah, the last episode was kind of bad. Yeah, I know. Uh, it's tough, but these things happen. I'm not going to just load an earlier save or do anything stupid like that. But well, we do have some good news here. The quark experiment is done, which is very good. Very good indeed. Alright, you are going to be the controller here, and we are just gonna scoot you this way, and then this away, and then we're just going to get you back down. Go! Go! I do like this this way of returning the guys. It's pretty neat, actually. It's pretty good. So we are going to need some science, and yeah, I'm just going to get this down to the ground, and we'll see how much. Well, we are going to get 80, but we'll see how much we are actually going to be able to do with that science. Let's see now. Oh, that was kind of rough because I forgot the time warp. Whatever. Hopefully it won't actually crash this time. I've been having some problems, not crashing really, but just everything going crazy when I get back to the space center here. Basically, I won't be able to see anything. It just stops. Oh, it worked. Sweet. Okay, yes, we have 623 science, and you might notice that I don't have the alarm clock anymore. It seems to be the problem. I'll have to check into that. Ground surface survey of the moon by collecting multiple scientific observations. So, far side crater, we need magnetometer scan. Oh, that's the other magnetometer scan, so we'll have to check that out. Material study data, that's the thing from the surface of the moon, and there's a decent amount of stuff here. Yeah, we'll do that, absolutely. And let's see here. It's sciencey time, so we could do 300 thingies, or several. Like, we could probably do these two and the 300 thing just to get everything unlocked. But I'm thinking maybe nuke engines, because we get efficient reactors and thermal rocket nozzle. I really want to check that out. Antimatter stuff, and thinking maybe advanced aerodynamics could be cool, because I think that's the one where you get the atmospheric nose cones. No, it's this one maybe. No, really? Well, because this at least is the high altitude flight where you get some new engines and stuff, better intakes, inline cockpits, some more fuselages, thermal turbojet as well, which would kind of tie in with everything. We should be able to make some pretty nice systems with that. Universal tail section. Oh, there's a lot of cool stuff we can make. You also have this thing here, ion propulsion, which we're not that interested in that yet, I guess. What's this thing? Oh, it's just a long lifetime gyro thing, and some probodine, and some the Octo 2. Yeah, there's some cool stuff here as well. Okay, so I'm basically committing to this thing. Nuke engines would help us on long flights as well. Oh, more nuke stuff. That would be cool. And of course we could do then just get these two guys just to finish this up. Or we could do the iron thing, could be cool. But I think I'm going to go with high altitude flight. So yeah, and we'll see what I'm actually able to do with that stuff. Alright, so I've tried to make a space plane. I've christened it the Jeb Mark 1. Of course, in honor of Jebediah, the brave little green man who he dared to put everything on the line, and of course he lost it all. So this thing should be able to get us into a pretty neat suborbital flight here. I'm not sure if it's actually possible to push this thing into orbit, but of course we'll try. So far so good, really. So put John Bass and Bill Bass in the cockpit, our new test pilots after Jeb passed away. Okay, it's just going to flatten out a bit. We don't want to climb too much. Try to cruise at about 20,000 and gain some speed, and then we're just going to go straight up and fire up the rocket engines, I guess. I have 6 of these guys, which should mean that we have probably maybe enough thrust to push us out into orbit. I'm not sure. We'll just have to see. We're still picking up some speed, and I do like this design. It looks really cool with the intakes over here. I might set up another set of intakes if we aren't able to get high enough. And of course this is the B9 type turbojet engine, which is scaled up to enormous proportions, and it's really fast, really nice. And of course ridiculously huge. It's just, yeah, it's crazy. This thing is sucking down the juice though. Okay, so we are getting to the point where we need to do a push up, I think. Okay, so it's time to increase our apoaps. We are out of the thickest part of the atmosphere, so I guess we'll just pitch up and try to keep this thing from spinning out. Oh crap. Okay, that was a bit much. Okay, so it looks like we have to be very careful. I'll turn on the fine controls and just let this thing climb until it's unable to climb anymore. Then we'll shut down this engine and basically fire up the other guys here. 33,000, and that's it. Turn on these guys and we'll see if we're able to like push our way up there. Just go slowly like this. We have okay, so it looks like we have only about 800 meters a second left. Might be enough that we can do the rest of the climb on RCS or the circularization, but we don't want to go all out on the liquid fuel, as having enough liquid fuel to actually have some cross-range and capability when you get back down would be very nice. Okay, so 42,000. So we have a ton of fuel, but it might not be enough. The thrust-to-weight ratio is low. We are not really coasting on the atmosphere anymore, so that doesn't help us. Lift is not really a thing. Probably try to pitch up a bit more. It still kind of wants to... Yeah, it doesn't really want to pitch up yet. We are getting closer to our apoaps, which of course is a bad thing at this height. Okay, let's try to keep this guy pitched up, try to gain some altitude, try to push the apoaps in front of us, but this doesn't look... hello. This doesn't look too good. It just doesn't have the oomph it needs for this last part, I guess. So maybe some more fuel and some stronger engines would be the thing. Maybe we'll just scale up the middle engines or something. Yes, we are still 40 seconds out. We are pushing the apoaps up quite a bit, and we still have some fuel left, though. I don't think we have enough to get to orbit, and we have to cut it at like 150 units of liquid fuel just to make sure that we are able to do a safe landing when we get back. And this of course is just a test flight. I wasn't really expecting to go to space with this thing on the first try. It does have a docking port, it does have some RCS, so basically you just turn control over to here, use RCS to do the docking, you should be fine. We have 400 and something units left. I think it's the oxidizer we're going to... Yeah, right, I set up an extra tank somewhere of just liquid fuel. Like a very small tank somewhere, didn't I? Oh yeah, it's the fuselage adapter. That's just that stuff. Okay, so we are at 62, 63. At least get into space. You might not get into orbit, but at least, please, get into space with this. 60. Again, we have not that much amount of propellant. Packing some more might just be enough. We'll have to see. Alright. So, we are technically going to space. Have to go all the way up to our app-waps for a second just to check this out. Okay. Guess we are technically not in space yet, but we're almost there, and we have a pretty nice trajectory here. We might try to push into an orbit with the RCS just to see if it's even possible. Okay, wanna do this, just pitch down along our prograde marker, enable RCS and see if we're even able to push this down in a significant way. Okay, so we are pushing it very slowly. Like, I could have put the other type of engine here instead, the thing with just a bunch of RCS and using the RCS thruster type. I'm not sure if that would be more efficient or not. Depends on the amount of RCS you'd get, I guess. 100 and... This is not that far away. Maybe I could just add some more fuel to this thing and beef up the engines. Maybe that will actually be enough. But we are reaching our app-waps and it's not happening. Okay, I think it's time to just see how this thing fares when we try to land. Okay, so it seems to be quite unstable. It's not really able to keep going like this. We could use RCS, of course, to force some control. I want to go in pretty flat so we don't get rid of too much speed, or maybe we'll just do a more aggressive approach, just let it pitch up. Yeah, this actually doesn't seem bad. You can try turning off RCS. I don't think that's going to matter much. It actually, though I have to kind of fight it a bit, it doesn't seem too bad. Electric charge. I have to fire up the engine, I guess. Okay, so the engine is fired up and it should have some intake. Right, let's hope that this thing will actually be able to fire up just a tiny bit when it gets power, because now this thing is basically just doing its own thing. I don't think I'm able to influence it at all. Okay, so it's kind of stabilized. More batteries, or some batteries even. I didn't really add any, which might have been a mistake. Wouldn't be a problem if we just ended up landing in... Oh, hello, did we actually... Oh, look at this! We actually went back out. We are on our way back out of the atmosphere. I don't know, well, not out of it. We just bounced a bit. I ended up being too aggressive, I think. Could I please gain some control back? This is very bad, of course. No. So, could I get some intake air, please? Just some. Am I able to... I'm able to do some stuff with the RCS, it seems. Oh, no. Come on. Keep... Stable, please. Stable, please. Come on. Push us around. I'm kind of surprised that we do have control. I guess it's because these guys are still able to influence it somewhat. They have some manual override or something. Mechanical controls. It's just barely. We are able to keep it sort of stable, and we have throttled up just a tiny bit, so the second we actually get some intake air, we should be fine. Okay, we're going back down. This is, as they say, the moment of truth. If where are we going to land? We are probably going to land somewhere around here. That's fine. We'll just have to cruise around a bit till we can find somewhere flat. Or we might just... are we able to even get back home? No, it's too far. We're basically on the other side. We could have gotten back home 300 units, but I think this thing is just not able to do that. Like in theory, we could could maybe do that. Okay, turning off the RCS for a while. Nope, nope, that's probably not good. I don't want this thing to start wobbling too much. Like a bad wobble here would, of course, be catastrophic. Okay. I do have some control, some manual control over the flaps and stuff, which I think is kind of weird, but I'm not going to question it too much because, of course, it's a good thing. I guess we don't have the reaction wheels, we only have the RCS and the control surfaces, yeah. Oh, they're stalling. 1% stall. Oh, hello. Okay, RCS, come on. Get some intake air, please. I'm just going to turn the engine on down to the lowest possible throttle. And no, don't start with me now. Without the RCS, no, the reaction wheels, this is very hard to control. Oh, crap. Come on, don't do this. Don't do this. Uh-oh. I don't like this. Okay, go back around, please. The fact that it's actually turning back around like that is not a good sign. Okay, we are going into a spin. I might be able to get this thing going if I can get some intake air, if I'm able to get some thrust from the engine. Hopefully the engine will fire up. Okay, turn off RCS, turn off this. It's not gonna help us now. I could try and like releasing the chutes just to see if I can get some drag, but I don't think that's gonna help us. So we're basically just being thrown around. It's not stable enough to down like this. Alright, crap, come on. Stay with me here. Come on. Like, if we were to actually get some control back... Oh, so we have some thrust now. Okay, so if we are able to get this thing pointed sorta in the right direction. Okay. Do we have some electric charge now, since we have... No. Okay, we are gaining some electric charge. We might be able to salvage this mission, but of course this means that we have to do something about this. Okay, so we are spinning, but of course now the effects aren't that bad anymore. Okay, spin with me here. Come on. I need to get close to this thing over here. Just trying to get it lined up somehow. Okay, give us all the power you have. Just push us back out of this spin, please. And we need to try to take control, get some control back. Oh, come on, I don't want to lose these guys as well. Having 2-man missions in a row, losing people, that would be very, very painful for the agency. Okay, so how far up are we? 2,000 meters? Oh, come on, seriously. Pitch back around. And, come on. No, why are you being thrown like that? Oh, come on, like this. Yes, like this. And pitch up, pitch up, pitch up. And they're dead. That is the second mission with casualties, man mission in a row. And, well, the engineers have to go back to the drawing board. So, what do you do when everything goes wrong and you lose people and just you are in a dire need of science, but you have a lot of money? What do you do? Do you start doing something simple, or do you just take it all the way out? I'd say it's probably the last one. Oh lord, this thing is huge. It has a lot less oomph that it said on the ground. Hopefully that will actually update at some point. So we have, in here we actually have a separate lander that is dockable on the back side. We have the processing lab. Not enough crew, yeah, I know. And we have a bunch of extra RCS. We can do several landings. We have all the things, really. Nice, Delta V is actually increasing. Cool. And so this thing is, it's ginormous. It is so complex, and there's just so much cool stuff in it. The only thing that's really going to return in one piece is this thing. These things aren't that expensive. I'm just going to chuck them back into the atmosphere when we're done with them. So the plan is going to Minmus, and it's gonna be a hell of a ride. We're gonna get a lot of science from this thing. Oh, and I hope this was set up right. Please, please. Ooh, yeah, right. I remember. I had some problems with that part. Okay, whatever. We're good. I think we just knocked off something unimportant. I actually kind of made a mental note that I should fix that, but I never did. Oh well. That's how it goes. Oh, don't. Oh. This is a long rocket, and it's really thin here because now we have the nuke engines, which is going to be cool. But we're not actually going to miss this episode. I'm going to save that for the next one. So, yeah, I hope to see you then.